Here comes the sun. Gotta keep
Classic.
adjusting. Yeah, it's gonna
Every
happen.
time.
Every time
I love it.
adjust. Just it's gonna happen. But anyways, good change. Was it still trade deadline?
It was, yeah.
Probably.
That is come and gone.
Jack and Muscala game time. Muscala is active per pregame.
Wow.
He's on the lineups at TD Garden. Missoula said he's active. Oh, actually, Missoula and Brad Stevens didn't know, so Mike Zarin made it clear that he was active.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Muscala.
Good to know
will be
who's
playing.
in charge.
Yeah. Missoula was like, I don't know. Is he Brad? And Brad goes, I don't know. And Mike Zarin goes, these guys don't know anything. He is active tonight. Completed physicals this morning. He's playing. Good morning, Anna. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, Muscala playing. No Jaylen Brown. No Al Horford. Mascara starting. I don't know if he's starting, but he's active. I don't think we have a starting lineup yet. I don't see anything up on the board. No Smart, no JB, no Gallinari, obviously, and no Horford. So those are your outs tonight. Brogdon is playing, I believe Missoula said. Tatum is playing, I believe. Tatum and Malcolm are still probable, but I'm pretty sure they're both going to be playing. Fist bumps. I bet the sun will come out as soon as I take it away. There he is. Let's go. Fist bumps to everybody all around. Love to see it. Hello, Tim. Welcome in. I will change the background. Let's see.
Boom.
Hello.
What is going on, Sam?
I'm cold. Still recovering.
How are you feeling?
From yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm feeling better than yesterday, but not 100%.
Part of my tooth broke off yesterday.
Oof. You don't have to whack me.
It doesn't hurt, but it's like so like I had like bonding done on like these two teeth right here, and like after a certain amount of years they like give out, and it just like I had like tongs. I was like making dinner. I like went to go like like you pull the tong, like those tongs that you pull the top in to like get it to lock in place. I had something in my hand, so I went like this to pull it, and all of a sudden I was like, oh shit is gone, and so I lost like part of. It's like in the inside. Like, it's all good. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt or anything, but now I gotta go through the dentist.
Get it fixed.
And all that crap.
Dentist sucks.
Yeah,
Dentist sucks.
Well, I mean, I'm still on like my old Works dental program, but I don't know what the premium is, and I haven't paid anything to them since I left. So like, I have no idea what the fuck I have to do.
Well, good luck with that.
In my own world on that one.
Sure, that'll be fun at the dentist.
Oh, of course. Anyway,
Jack and is bragging about his weather. Well, good for you.
It wasn't bad in Boston today. The weather has any impact. I could be where you are, and I'm going to be cold.
Yeah, what's up?
It wasn't bad in Boston today, though.
It was nice out today.
Yeah, it was like 50 degrees. It was
nice. Did you go to work today, Sam?
I work from home today.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say, if you're still recovering,
I would have taken the day, but I am a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Did the trade deadline stream? Did this stream? Wrote a bunch of
flu game.
Yeah. Jack, you'll be happy to know I enjoyed some vitamin C tablets in a few waters.
Disgusting. Awful. Hate vitamin C tablets. Andrew is
already got Andrew's like, what's a pick?
Andrew will be here at the end of the stream. We got to have retention. Come on. You got to know this.
Come on. Give us a little bit of love.
Steve is hyped up and is telling Sam to be healthy. Landon bragged about 63 in Rhode Island. Jimmy J is hyped.
Yeah, it was.
Doesn't care who we're playing. Lewis is tapping in with the fist bumps. Landon asking what's wrong. Sam just like had a virus yesterday. I assume carried over.
I beat the COVID allegations. I did test.
That stuff sucks. Have you had it? You've had it before. You had it once,
I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it once back in fall 2021.
Fist bumps all around, everybody. Oh, man. So Coach Steve is very confident in the Celtics season this year, going to the championship, already declaring it. I think there's a good chance. Everyone went out west. Sam is happy about that.
That's right.
Jimmy J, my dad is mad at Jimmy J for jinxing it. My dad is big on the trap games. Yeah, he's big on the trap games in the chat. Lewis and Sam sick together today. Brothers in arms.
Yes. Gang.
Solidarity sickness.
Yes.
Oof.
There you
Mike
go.
Muscala is available to play. Do we know? Do we have the
He is.
injury report? Do we know who else may be out?
Gallinari's out. Al is out. Smart is out. Jalen is out. Tatum and Brogdon, I think, should be playing.
Okay,
Joe
they were
said Brogdon
probable,
was
I last
definitely
saw.
playing. Brogdon's definitely playing per Joe pregame. Well, that's what he said at least. And then Jayson, he said was gonna warm up pregame and figure it out from there. But I think he's probably playing. So we'll have to see. In that regard, we still don't have the starting lineups here. I don't see anything yet, but I assume they'll put it up somewhat soon. What do we got in the chat? Jimmy J talking about OKC actually talented. Can't do that. Jackin wants to see a Hauser start again. I think that would be fun. I mean, he played well last time he got the start, so maybe we'll get a chance again. Jimmy J saying y'all see Magic beat the Nuggets. Magic are a curse for the top of
Magic
the
beat
conferences
everybody
this year. Yeah, Magic's not a bad team now for some whatever reason.
This year's Pistons.
Yeah, literally. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games. They are 23-33 on the season, which isn't great, but it's only 2 games behind the Pacers for 12th. And considering they were projected to be the worst team in the league, they're currently 3 games out of the 10 seed. So watch out, Celtics. I'll put it that way. What a disaster that would be.
Yeah, you have to prefer
that
they don't get in.
Want to hear a random fact from Mark D'Amico? I don't know if you guys already saw this, but it's game 56 of the season. And the Celtics have played a grand total of 1 game with their entire starting 5 together on the court for the opening tip. So they literally haven't had everyone healthy all at the same time to start a game yet. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Well, that was Warriors game, right? Was that Dubs game? I think
because Rob rushed back, right?
Yeah, I think it.
No,
I think
hang
it was
on.
A Warriors game wasn't that healthy?
Yeah, because JB rushed back. That's what it was, and it was like Rob's first or second game.
Yeah, they were both coming back pretty early. Bulls lost to Nets. I don't want to hear about them worrying.
Did you
the
watch
Celtics.
any of that?
I didn't.
Joe Harris went nuts.
So did Dinwiddie. I saw Dinwiddie play.
It was
really
great.
Well
Harris hit like 6-7 threes in the second quarter.
I'd be livid.
All in a row.
You'd be livid if that happened to the Celtics. Just truly unfortunate for the Bulls. You never. Well, I mean, from the Celtics' perspective, I guess you don't really care. But if that happened to Boston, I know Sam would be deeply upset.
I'd be furious. That's the rule. It is nice seeing it happen to somebody else, though. Then I can appreciate it.
Fair enough. Anna saying I'm excited to see him play with the boys. I assume this is Muscala. He'll play with the fellas. Muscala, one of the fellas now. Love to see it. Healthy Bulls, true. Jack saying Lonzo back. Lonzo, I think they're saying is going to be out for the season. They're expected to announce it at the All-Star break.
If Lonzo is back, you would know.
Yeah, Lonzo is not coming back.
They would not let you miss it.
Yeah, no. He won't be back. Joe Harris put up 18 points against the Bulls last night. Was it all in one quarter, you said?
It must have been because it was crazy. Crazy second quarter from Joe
All
Harris.
6 of his threes were in the second quarter.
I can just imagine like Sam like just throwing stuff around his house if that happened against the Celtics.
A failed physical exam of Gary Payton II has placed the Golden State, Portland, Detroit, Atlanta 4-team deal in serious jeopardy.
Oh, dear.
Shams. So it sounds like the Warriors might not be getting.
No, they will. They will.
Well,
Shams
saying it's in serious jeopardy. Then
they'll ask for picks back. That's what'll happen. It's a 4-team deal.
Back.
What they'll end up doing is
has to go back.
Oh man, that sucks. No,
that'd be funny.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Sam,
too
get the fingers out.
Figure it out.
Heavy needs an article. Get to working.
No, I'm watching the game.
All right, I'll do it if it happens at least. How is it, Mike, playing 18 minutes tonight? How exciting is it? I don't know if he'll get 18. Maybe he'll get a chance to get in there. I mean, no Al gives him a serious opportunity, so I assume he'll come off the bench. My question is, does he come in over, and this is not me lobbying for one or the other, Lewis, this is me posing a question. Who comes in over who? Is it Luke over Muscala? Does Muscala play more of the 4? Luke plays the 5? Well, I'm curious to see what the rotations are like.
I think Muscala at the 4 makes sense, right?
I'm just not convinced they needed to make that move. There's nothing wrong with it. They didn't give up anything important. There's no reason not to do it. But should he be taking minutes from Cornette? Maybe not. With Horford out, it definitely helps. It's another guy that can fill that role, stretch the floor, and be a big body for you.
This is also true.
This is the thing that I believe.
And that's a good point, too. So he's versatile enough to fit, but I think Cornette's been so solid that it's tough to justify leaving him on the bench if you don't have to.
I think it's also early to say that because we don't know. I mean, this is game one for Muscala, so I know. I think for his first game, we'll probably see him get a little bit of a mix in at the 4 and the 5. I wonder if they kind of try and throw Tatum in at the 3 there and have Muscala at the 4, and then maybe like Rob or Cornet at the 5. Just to get the mix in. Rob is playing for sure. Okay, good.
Bless up.
Joe said he was pregame, yeah.
Okay, cool, great. That's
Unless
good.
Joe lied.
57 is Muscala's number.
First in Celtics history. Let's go.
57.
There you go.
I think it's
First
time that
50.
they just start putting some banners out there with names on there. I don't know. I think they're
Well,
better
there are
off
still
doing
some
that.
numbers that are worth wearing, like 30.
Yeah. Hauser's got
That's
that.
it.
Hauser's got that.
Hauser's got it right.
Who's
40,
wearing
41.
is anyone wearing 20 now?
I don't think so.
I'm thinking and like I don't think so. I feel like I'm crazy now. I rarely think of player numbers anymore
I think
because
Hayward was the last one.
Hayward was, and then there was someone else who wore 20 after him, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was.
Let me look. Hold up.
It's gonna
I can tell you
bother
in
me.
2 seconds. I'm scrolling down here to check it out.
Had a 0 on the single digits. Jacket. I mean, that was like when
Mo Wagner.
Fournier was here. What?
Mo Wagner, Jabari Parker wore it after
Ugh.
him.
I knew Jabari did. I couldn't remember what Wagner
There
won.
you go.
God. Ugh. No one's worn it since, which is strange because that's like it's a good number. Like it's a.
Hold up, wait. Let's see.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try to. No. It's
Kevin
nothing bad.
Gilly.
I'm gonna try to. Does Kevin Gilly wear 20? I don't think so. I think he wears 21.
No, 28. 21's retired.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, this is a thing where you look at and you're like, whose number is retired? I feel like
we're trying to get my phone in here. One sec.
You trying to mirror on the phone?
Yeah. No. Wait. Ready? Let's see. I've got. Can I turn my camera around? Oh wait. Oh man, use the phone.
Ooh. Are you about to zoom in on the rafters?
No. Ready? Can I turn this around? How do I turn the camera around? Oh wait.
You got to
can
turn
see?
you got to turn on the volume on your phone.
I don't know if you can see that, but you get a sneak peek to CLNS's pregame. I was trying to sneak. Who is it in there? It's Bobby and Josue over there. I was trying to snipe
Oh, they
them
must
on
be
the
doing
phone.
a pregame one. Yeah.
They are. I'm trying to. I don't know how to flip the phone here on StreamYard though.
Okay, so
Hold up.
here's what happens if this Atlanta deal,
Wait, here we
this
go.
4-teamer goes down. James Wiseman would go back to Golden State. Sadiq Bey and Kevin Knox would go back to Detroit. Gary Payton II would go back to Portland, which means that they're just what
Tough.
they're going to end up doing is just toss another pick in there.
Yeah, you can see him over there chilling on the corner. I just thought it'd be funny, but it didn't work out as cleanly as I'd expected. Yeah, did Sham say it officially isn't happening, or was he?
He just put out a
Posturing.
tweet. The Warriors have until Saturday to go through with the trade or have the entire 4-team deal be rescinded. Golden State reacquired Payton at the trade deadline. You know damn well that they're not going to let that slide.
Yeah, they can't let it end. Like they like
No.
the Warriors need Peyton.
No, one, they need Peyton, and two, no team is going to deal with them for a while if they pull crap like that.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily their fault, right? Like I think it's Portland's fault for not like, or just it's no one's fault. Like he just failed the physical, right?
But the thing is,
Right.
is like, doesn't Portland have really like strict physicals when they've got players going through trades? So maybe
Yeah.
when was the last time they got a physical? Like, I wonder.
Well, he returned
Ah.
from injury. This is the Celtics 5
Interesting.
tonight, by the way.
Interesting. Hauser back and again in the starting lineup,
Yes.
and they've got Al coming off the bench. Al's playing,
No, he's
right?
not
Or
playing.
No, Al's
no?
out.
Oh, because that knee. So yeah, Muscala definitely is going to get some
The
good
fellas.
minutes tonight.
Tatum and the boys, let's go.
Tatum and the boys. I'm worried about those bench lineups though, when he doesn't play.
Here is the Hornets starting lineup tonight. Hayward and Rozier both in there.
Yeah, no
their
Jalen
starts in.
McDaniels anymore.
Yes, he's in Philly now.
What did they get? I can't even remember because there were so many deals. Who did they get back
Thybulle.
in that deal? No,
Thybulle
Thybulle
went
went
to
to
Portland.
Portland. That would have been a good get for, honestly, that would have been a really good get for Charlotte.
I think Charlotte got their own second round pick back from Philly.
I would have taken
like,
Tybal.
Yeah,
They
they
need-
need use for time. I mean, well,
They need
maybe, but like, I'd rather have an early second round pick than Tybal from the Hornets.
Yeah, well, Tybal's kind of right now.
Nobody wanted PP. Told you so. They offered
No,
him in a trade.
They literally offered him in a trade.
And
man.
Toronto wanted
His
San Antonio wanted the first round pick left.
Yeah, it wasn't PP that turned that trade
This
down.
isn't I don't think this is why Brad Stevens before the game literally goes like, Peyton Pritchard is good and we're glad to have him off the bench for the Celtics.
Very true.
I don't understand the Pritchard hate. I don't think he's done anything wrong. He's a good player. He's like a quality backup center. It's just the Celtics have 4 guards ahead of him.
I love the hate on these guys that play like 5 minutes a game. Like, what do you want out of them? Who do you want in that role instead?
He wants a bigger role. Like, if anything, you just get upset about him like talking about it to the media. But at the same time,
he's gonna get traded this summer. Absolutely,
for sure. It's just a matter of like, for whom, for whomst would you trade him for? So I don't know. Or maybe someone else gets traded and that opens up role minutes. But I don't know if they do that. It really depends on how the rest of the offseason would go. But I mean, let's not put the cart before the horse there. I want to see what happens for the rest of this season and into the playoffs. I mean, got to see how these kind of like this roster sort of shakes out and plays together with these rotations.
Yeah, I agree. Jack is saying price for Grant, a rotational player and the number 1 first rounder. We're keeping him this summer. I think if they do trade Grant, it'd be in a sign-in trade so they can get a bigger salary in. And I think that only happens if Grant makes it clear that he wants a bigger role somewhere, and which is possible. Like there's a chance he wants to go somewhere and start for like a lower tier playoff team like the Pacers or Pistons. And if that's what he wants to do, then they can offer it. But yeah.
3 letters, TPE.
Yeah, they could get a TPE for Grant.
Don't need to hear that ever again.
Tough.
Sick of them.
They keep coming back.
Lame.
Every single time they get rid of them, they come back
Just
stronger
so
than
lame.
ever.
Hauser is way better than Pritchard. I think he fits better because he's a wing.
He's bigger.
I don't know if he's better than Peyton Pritchard. He definitely fits the Celtics better. Jimmy J saying Mo Bamba seemed cheap. That's because he's bad.
He's expensive.
He's
expensive.
And teams just love helping the Lakers. They're like, here's some help for free.
They kind of retooled, man. They don't look half
Lakers
terrible.
got a decent roster, yeah.
They look okay. All things considered. Thank you.
Brian, Muscala's available tonight, so I assume you'll see some Muscala action tonight against the Hornets. Yep, the chat is getting that Taco Fall love in the chat. I think that's what this is, maybe. I assume. Shout out Dave, legend. I still take PP's shooting. Yeah, Pritchard's good. He'll probably play tonight with Smart out. Until Smart's not going to get consistently healthy. Brogdon's not going to be consistently healthy this season. So with those 2 out, you kind of need that extra guard who's willing to just step up and play the role when he can. Like Pritchard's a good player. He's a playoff caliber, rotational player, which you don't really find often as the 11th man on the team.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, watching games, not playing. It's such a brutal situation for him because he has proven time and time again that he's a quality player and he can belong on a team that's actually a decent team, and he's just not getting any time. It sucks, and it's tough to watch, but this summer is really where to keep your eyes on. His salary goes up. You can get more in return from him. It's not the same as this season. If you trade him this season, again, you probably have to put that Gallinari's salary in the trade with him, which rat move. Can't do it. If you wait, what?
Do you mean like if you do it in the offseason? Or are you talking about doing it before the deadline?
If you traded Pritchard before the deadline, you probably have to throw in Gallinari to get anything back.
I was mainly talking about the rat thing. Money. I think if they do it in the offseason with Gallo, it's fine too.
Well, I don't know. In the offseason might be different, but before the deadline, I think trading him is bad, and people would have been upset.
I wasn't big on the optics of it either. I think it was just it was a good move that they didn't do it, to be honest. And I don't think that they needed to. Ultimately, if you want to take a big swing, do it. But I didn't think that they needed to. They got Mike Muscala and they got him cheap. He fit into their TPE perfectly. You got rid of a guy who was not part of your rotation in Justin Jackson. Sorry, bud. Enjoy OKC.
Very bad.
I've heard they got a really great Chili's out there. And so rolling forward with this group, I'm pretty happy about it. And, they're expected to be on the buyout market, and they've got one more roster spot open. So they've already been connected to Danny Green. We've seen them connected to Will Barton and potentially Terrence Ross if he gets bought out too. And that DPE goes away on March 10th, I believe. So they've got a little bit of time before then.
Month.
And I think there's a
Exactly a
date, I don't know if it's March 5th or March 1st, but there's a date you have to sign players by for them to be eligible for the playoffs.
Correct. Yeah, I think it's like the
recall.
5th or something. I think you're right. So, I mean, we'll see what happens there. I want to see what that ACL is looking like for Danny Green and how he's coming back. But ideally, that's like not a bad pickup for a guy who's going to be maybe your 10th, 11th man in the rotation. But he's just he's a good shooter. He's a solid defender. I just want to see where his speed's at. And at the very least, having another guy who can shoot off ball, I think that's the benefit of a guy like Hauser too. Like Hauser's just a knockdown shooter. So all good things. I like all the names they're linked to. All guys I wouldn't mind having in the mix.
All good options.
It is fantastic. Like the Celtics have the best record in the league, and we've spent a lot of the show talking about what they can do in the last couple of weeks, just because that's what's going on. That's
flexibility, just minor tweaks.
And everybody just is like, we need to do this, we need to do that. Why didn't they trade Pritchard? It's like, be happy with what you have. Be happy your team's good. Be happy you're not a Bulls fan, Knicks fan. Sorry, Andrew.
Miami,
Nets, Miami. Even though Nets will be fine, but they're won't be.
They're in a better spot, I think, than what they were in a sense of like, hey, we don't have to deal with this sideshow crap anymore. Like, there's no questions about our stars happy. It's like we got a bunch of picks back that are unprotected from Phoenix. We got some young guys. They're not as good as they used to be, but like, what do you want?
One of the most interesting trade requests of all time. Now, I know the reason is cited is they didn't extend him and they weren't going to pay him long term. But the team legitimately was playing well before Durant got hurt. And a month later, gone. Kyrie gone, Durant gone. Unbelievable.
1 week. One single
if you
week.
Told any of us a month ago that that's what would happen to the Nets, no one would believe you. Maybe you would.
Maybe. I mean, they were collapsing for a little while there, but catching up on the chat here, let's see. Phil asking for the Jersey website. It is Pete Rogers on Twitter, I believe the links is.
Yeah, if you go to Pete Rogers'
are.
Twitter, he designs these after every win, and he sold a couple that won't be copyrighted. So if you like them, go buy them. They were $60 a piece. He has one that is a Duncan design coming out, which I believe Tim has ordered.
Yeah, it dropped already. So I'm excited about that.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I gotta check my shipping to see when that's coming.
Brian in the chat. He's talking about buyout candidates. I think we just covered it a little bit. Will Barton, Danny Green, Justin Holiday are kind of the top wings. You see the Celtics connected to Danny Green, as well as the Sixers. Excuse me, and the Lakers there. Jack and asking Muscala and get Gallo under contract next year. Gallo has a player option, which he'll probably accept because he was injured all year. Muscala is under contract with the team option, so they have the option.
Team options are fine.
Well.
They're probably going to take both of those. I mean, I think once you get Gallo back in the mix too, I'm still holding out hope that you get him for a little bit towards the end of the season. I don't have any expectation for it, but I'm still interested to see if you get anything from him. It'd be cool. I think it's a feel-good story if he came back enough just to like give you a couple minutes maybe here and there.
I think Gallinari, when he plays, is going to be one of the more hilarious guys to watch play on this team because there's going to be a night kind of like what Blake Griffin did on Wednesday where he's unconscious because you've seen him do it against the Celtics in recent years. He had that one game where he just didn't miss. If he's doing that against the Celtics, for the Celtics, my goodness.
Yeah, could give you a lot there. I typed it in the chat, Phil, Pete Rogers. There's no D in Rogers, I believe is how you spell it, so you can check that out on Twitter. He'll be there. Some compliments from Dave. Thank you very much. Absolute legend.
It's very nice.
Andrew saying Suns will be tough with KD. I mean, they're set to be. That was probably their goal. Jack and saying will be interesting to see if Brooklyn buys out any of their glut of wings. Maybe Seth Curry. I doubt they end up buying anything out because most of those guys are under contract past this year, I believe, so they can look to trade them this summer rather than buy them out now. So, excuse me, I have to assume that's what they'll roll with there. Let's see, checking in here. Jack and saying we got Muscala for nothing. There you go. Andrew saying Celtics need to be healthy. Very true.
Speaking of Andrew, Andrew asking for the pick. Here you go. Pregame pick presented by Smash the Odds at Smash Odds on Twitter. They are on an absolute heater with the free college basketball picks. Go drop him a follow, make yourself some money. Make yourself some more money with the pregame pick. Rob, over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. My pick, over 2.5 threes for Rozier. You have to feel like he's going to come in. This team has nothing to play for, and he's just going to light him up. He's not part of the fun. He was part of the fun back in the day. Probably feels a little bit left out.
There you go. I was waiting for something else. I thought there was more to that sentence. Taking a look here for the odds, Derek White's over 15.5 points. I might go under. 15.5 seems like a lot for Derek White. I'm thinking more like 12 to 14 for him. So right under, that's a tough one to gauge. Other things on here, rebounds for Jayson Tatum is 9.5. I'll go with a double-digit rebound game. Excuse me, for Jayson Tatum. Derek White 4.5 isn't bad either. The over gets you plus money. That's solid there. Assists. I don't really like going assists. I think the Celtics without Marcus Smart, a lot of places they can come from. But the line has changed. Grant Williams still 1.5. Derek White line is 2.5 threes now. He's heating up, so it's plus money, but that's a dangerous one. I'll stick with the Grant Williams 1.5, and I'll give you under 15.5 Derek White points. And if he scores more than that, then I'll be okay with it because it's a good game for him.
Derek White's been fire. Had a monster game against Philly.
We've been saying.
Praying for the chat.
There you go.
With some of the hate we get from Derek White.
Lots
Must have been
of
a
hate.
tough watch on Wednesday.
Lots of hate. Dennis is getting a 12.5 point line for Derek White. That's makes a little bit more sense. DraftKings has it 15.5. That's a bit too rich for my blood. I don't know about that. Wish I knew how to bet. DraftKings online for you there, Dave.
Always bet the over.
WinBet, I think, is WinBet the legal one in Massachusetts, or FanDuel, I think, is becoming legal very soon.
I think they're all legal. I know the Encore Sportsbook is sponsored by WinBet.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of then. Jimmy J asking, do you start White with Smart? I've been saying I think the Celtics. Yeah, I've been saying I think that could be what's best for the Celtics, starting White and Smart. But it depends on the matchup. Like if you needed a more defensive lineup out there, I think you put double bigs depending on the matchup. But if you need a little bit more of an offensive spark, I would lean towards Smart and White. But ultimately, that's my opinion. I think they'll go with double bigs when everybody's healthy. I think he'll probably come off the bench. So there's that. Andrew asking the Super Bowl pick. Sam's going to get mad at you because he doesn't care about football, but I want the Eagles to win. I would like Philly to win.
I begrudgingly say go Birds.
Yeah, I like
I'll
it.
be rooting for them too, but I really don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to be like
No
apathetic.
Biggest game on Sunday tips off at 2.
That's right.
That's right.
We'll be here.
I think I'll be here. So I'll be. I think,
big
I
man.
Yeah, there you go. My dad's saying March 10th. I don't know what date. What is March 10th?
That's the have to use the disabled player exception.
I don't know what March 10th is because I don't think that'd be something my dad would know. No offense. I don't think he'd know when you have to use the disabled player exception. But anyways, checking up in the chat. Hopefully Muscala gets at least 15 minutes tonight. Maybe it'd be good to get his feet wet a little bit. Dave saying Time Lord needs to learn to make a move in finishing. I think that's probably the next step this summer, adding a little bit of a post move to his game because right now it is just not much down there. Oh, online betting. Oh, okay. That's when you'll be getting that. That makes more sense.
Okay. That makes
there
sense.
we go.
I think Sam said it before, but they just got to lock Time Lord in the gym with KG.
Yeah.
He's just going to start screaming at everyone, which is such like a contrast to what he is now.
Yeah, how funny
like
if Rob was like real mean to everybody.
I kind of would love that heel turn.
Rob talking about like Jaylen getting hit in the face. He's just like laughing.
Like, get up, sucker. He's just like, whoa, hey man. Like,
do you guys?
You got to get one of those portable cameras, Jack. One that adjusts for lighting.
Maybe. It is what it is. We deal.
Since you're always going to be at the game.
I kind of like when Jack's like just right in front of the sun. Look at him. I love that. That's my favorite.
It fixes it quickly. That's how you do it.
I'll tell you what, the hood has done me justice with the blue lighting. For whatever reason, I want blue. My face is blue today.
There you go. The nickname Moose. Yes, that's Muscala.
Anyways, lives on. I love it.
We can wrap up here. Game's tipping off in just under 10 minutes here. Anything else we want to say before we get on out of here? I don't have the cards. I didn't bring them. I was scrambling. Hey,
I'll tell you what, Jack, if you can see section 316, try and look for row 10. Very handsome Ray in row 10.
I'll take a look. I don't know. forget which section is where I am, but I'll take a look.
If Lucky is upside down for you, then he's on the other side.
And Jimmy J saying
Lucky is
maybe
not upside
Jalen
down for
Sunday.
me.
They're going to give an
he's underneath
update
you
next
then.
week on Jalen. I don't know if they have anything legitimate yet so far. All I know is that he's
Yeah, I
going to
think
get a
they'll
mask,
update at the
so,
break.
Yeah, I feel like he might just go to the All-Star game and just not play. Like, I don't know. He doesn't want to back out from it.
Maybe.
It's a status thing. But
We'll have
knows?
to see. We'll have to see. Alrighty. Thank y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. You can check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at How About Them C's. You can check all of us individually out on Twitter. Those ats are below our faces. New pod dropped today. It was just this live stream from yesterday. So if you didn't catch the live stream, trade deadline reactions yesterday, you can go check it
Watch
out
me
there now.
Die on air.
Yeah, Sam takes an L at the end of the stream. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys very much, and we will see you guys at 1:30 p.m. on Sunday afternoon game. So be ready. Be ready for that one. All right, I'll catch you all later, and we'll see you on Sunday. Peace out.
Cheers.